This is Watcher 3 to Cipher 9. Things are a little chaotic without Keeper, so I need a minute to pull our files on Voss. In the meantime, I did want someone more familiar, but...
Apologies for the wait. Playing catch-up with our friends in the diplomatic service, but we think we can brief you.
I didn't realize we had an expert on board.
The diplomatic service has more experience with Voss than anyone. Certainly more than me.
We never served on Voss personally. It's a newly discovered world, home to a simple humanoid civilization. One species, one government, one city. Voss-Ka.
Primitive. They didn't even have spaceflight when we made first contact.
But they have art and laws and culture. More importantly, they have citizens who can use the Force. Not Jedi or Sith, but something different.
You're going too fast. Tell me more about the Voss species.
Their whole culture is based on solidarity, loyalty and obedience to family, and to the edicts of the mystics.
Those are the Force sensitives, healers and fortune tellers.
We want the Voss and the mystics to ally with the Empire. The Republic is petitioning them too, yet they remain stubbornly neutral.
Of course, half the galaxy has spies there. Who wouldn't? Keeper's files clearly indicate conspirator involvement, but no names or details. All I've got are instructions for a meet.
Keeper wasn't one to follow hunches.
I agree. She saw something in these files I don't. I'm sorry. There's a tea house in Voss-Ka proper. You're supposed to wait for a contact. He'll identify himself with the phrase, anew as the spring. I don't know who he is, or whether Keeper told him about the Star Cabal, but he'll know more than I do.
Assuming he's in one piece.
Assuming that, Watcher 3 out.
We'll await your instructions.
Outsider? Enter, please. Yanatam, remove incense for comfort. Pour the simple teas. We're honored.
Don't burden the woman, Phi-Ton.
She looked unburdened.
I am Bas-Ton. This is my tea house. Forgive my son. May we start anew as the spring?
You're very kind. Is there somewhere we can talk?
Host the others. This woman is a friend of a good friend. I will share her time.
We'd like to see the city, if you don't mind. Maybe look up some friends in the diplomatic service.
Don't worry. The family won't bother us, and no one else suspects. Living with these creatures for 5 years earns some credibility.
That's either quite a disguise, or you're Voss yourself.
Our employers surgically altered me to look like the real Bas-Ton. The only way to infiltrate a closed society. I got to know my family, raise children, kiss my wife. I don't care how exotic they look, their breath always smells like Minok dung. It's some spice in the blasted food.
Aside from their breath, is there anything else you've noted?
I know their tics and their customs. More about their tea than I thought possible. Problem is, they're stagnant. A tea house owner is a tea house owner for life. The real politics are above my station.
So, if I want to get involved in the real politics?
They say the three run the government, and it's true. But a word from the mystics can change everything. My orders were to find you a lead on Albathius, a human who showed up a few years ago. Voss called him the Shining Man. Where he came from is a mystery, but it only took him 5 weeks to go from outsider to practically Voss. Went through a dozen rites to earn their respect. Knew their culture inside and out. Knew their politics. Textbook infiltration. Impossibly perfect.
You're talking past tense. What happened to him?
Just when it seems the Voss can't love him anymore, he dies in his sleep. buried with honors, mourned like one of them. No one's touched the case much since, so if you want to learn what the Shining Man was up to, you've got a nasty job. Start with the tomb.
You expect to find something with the body?
Something the Voss buried. Something in the body itself. It's a place to start, anyway. Tombs at the base of the mountain, holiest place a non-Voss can be interred. Predators keep the area clear these days. If you want to go in as a pilgrim, I've left clothes and instructions at a dead drop. Give me a call once you're in.
Theriton returns at sunset.
Our family must prepare a welcome. We will speak again. You're holding a Voss outfit, part of the pilgrim's ritual to the Shining Man's tomb. Best way to avoid drawing unwanted attention. Tradition says the pilgrim's supposed to collect ceremonial offerings from the Seeker's path. That'll be your first stop. Then the tomb itself. Just watch out for the subhumans. The Voss call them Gormak, but all you need to know is that they're vermin with blasters.
The star signs freeze. We are wary. We fight for you. We fight for the next. The song of the hunter begins. We toured the tombs of Pengelan, but they were nothing like this. And all built for a lie. A conspirator.
Bas-Ton, I'm in position. Nothing in the sarcophagus but dust and a scroll.
Dust? No way the body decayed that fast on its own. Send me a high-res image and bring the scroll back. Dust sample, too. We'll see what analysis turns up.
I'll head back to the tea house.
I'll save a seat for you.
I wondered if you would return. Perhaps the tea?
Come share our meal. My brother Theriton is with us. We celebrate.
Tell us of the stars.
Thank you. Dinner sounds lovely.
Come meet Theriton and my daughter.
I do not wish commando life. I welcome outsiders, not guard against them.
You would leave our world.
I would see Voss and other worlds. Your people bring change.
We have a lot to offer this planet, and a lot to learn from you.
Many outsiders say this. The three are patient. They will see.
Father's friends introduced outsider goods. Is that how you met?
It's not exactly secret, but it'll have to wait. Maybe dinner tomorrow?
We have spoken enough. Our guest grows tired.
It has been our privilege.
I appreciate you putting up with that. Let's get to work. I'll send the ashes for analysis, but I'm more interested in the scroll. It's sort of an epitaph. Calls the Shining Man a man of prophecy, who was made whole in the wellspring of the Shrine of Healing.
Man of prophecy? Something to do with the Voss Force sensitives?
The Mystics have a whole library of prophecies. The rest of the Voss revere the Mystics because their prophecies are always right. If the Mystics prophesied the Shining Man's arrival, it would explain why the Voss accepted him so easily. It's awfully convenient, though.
How do the Mystics operate exactly? They're fortune-tellers? Government advisors?
Influential as the Dark Council, reclusive as the Jedi Masters. About the second part, though, made whole in the wellspring of the Shrine. The Shrine of Healing is a mystic sanctuary where people go to be cured. The sick and dying, or the spiritually wounded. Only a handful of pilgrims manage to complete the trek each year. I'd guess if the Shining Man was there, it wasn't for spiritual reasons.
You make it sound like a death march.
You've seen how bad it gets outside. But the Mystics don't seem to mind the rocks and the animals and the Gormek. There's a pilgrimage camp not too far from Voss. One of the guides there can help you reach the shrine and the wellspring. My advice, if you'll take it, play by the Mystics' rules. It's not wise to defy the order of things.